Alright. Honestly, who needs warm-up, right? Who needs warm-up anyway? Warm-up is overrated. Let's just go right in and see what happens. Oops. This time for sure, though. Okay, man. Yeah, nope. That's not good enough. Went a bit further than I wanted to during that cutscene. For whatever reason. Man. Okay, sure, whatever. Okay, this was utterly terrible, but lost like 5 seconds altogether. Still not a good grab. God damn. But I think this is still feasible. Maybe. Okay, nope. I don't know. There's something off with my values, maybe. Because recently I actually fixed the audio delay I was having on my headphones simply by getting wired earbuds, because it was getting on my nerves. And I wonder if something like that has to do with it, because I was compensating unknowingly. Like, all of this part is supposed to be a visual cue anyway, but I still do it by sound for whatever reason. Just kinda silly. Okay, this time I used visuals and, well, besides that weird movement just now, it worked. Who would have thought? Though that weird movement actually cost me considerable time. Ah, it's fine. It's fine. In the end, guys, that's the important one. And I hope to get past Gaius today at least a couple times. Hopefully just once and then immediately record, of course. One can dream. Hola. So, I barely got any Spanish, man. Are you asking if this is the first time I'm playing this game? Because most definitely not. This is a speedrun attempt for world record. Oh man, I really hope so, man. Glad to see you. The last few, at least the last stream I remember was kinda demoralizing, but that's just the way it goes, isn't it? Hopefully I adjusted this well this time. I think I did. Yeah, that's alright. Yo. That wasn't all too bad, man. It ain't too bad. All good. I'm actually trying to learn a bit of Spanish on Duolingo, but as you might imagine, that's a very slow process. Yeah, the quad was alright. I think I finally slowly figured out the positioning on the head for it to be less awkward. But now the most important part anyway. Always those Gaius moments, huh? I mean, if I got a good Gaius and already was a bit in the green on quad, that's good vibes. I can live with that. Like, imagine a perfect Gaius. I don't mess up the Phaedra. And then Barba times him. Man can dream. What the fuck? I was a bit distracted there. Because the neighbor's dog was being loud. Not sure if you all heard it. But in the end, aggro didn't even like slow down or stop by that much, so that wasn't necessarily that horrible. That was smooth. I think the arrows were fine this time, which is good. The arrows are honestly half of it. Yo! Bro! No! Why would you do that, man? Maybe we can get lucky here. Okay. So far, so lucky. This was a very weird way to mess it up, but I think I can save it. But that's alright. So, but that was very strange, because usually either you get to a plant or you don't, but if you don't get to a plant, you just try to cycle stab into one. But here, he didn't get to a plant and just instantly started falling over. because I probably grabbed too far forward. But yeah, you were spot on. Not quite a -20, but I'm always happy with a -15, that's for sure. It's always the first run of the day that goes well. I gotta just... Honestly, I can save myself a lot of time by just starting the stream, take the first run, and then just stop the stream, right? But I'm glad it worked out a bit quicker than the last few times. But well, still gotta get this past Phaedra, and Avion, and Barba, and Hydrus. And once it's past Hydrus, that's where the run actually starts. But yeah, I've been also working on the Phaedra movement, and I've noticed after all the rock boost was still the faster way to go about it. So no quick stop, but just boost and go through it without interruption. This is a weird section. But what makes it different is that if you don't stop but just push through it, you accelerate again. Which is different from like a Pelage section over forest. So I think the quick stops, even though I thought they were faster for the longest time, are not faster after all if you just stick to a wall and try to take that whole boost here and then that whole boost here and then just push through it. Can't believe this took me so long to figure out, even though people have been doing that for ages. But there's some nuance to it anyway. Ah, my god. Okay, it's fine. I panicked because the readjustment there was a bit longer than usual, so the timing was different, and then I think I did it too early. I mean, it's a couple frame window after all, huh? But usually it feels more smooth than that when the setup goes right, but that was a bit off. Oh well. Maybe I should have just stayed on and done it the old-fashioned way, but then there's a chance I get flung into the incorrect direction. So there's no winning here. I could have made it work anyway. But it's fine. It's fine. I improved my early game enough that I am not even worried anymore. Just gotta stay focused. Hola, JK. I just had a run past Gaius, but then it died on Phaedra. The absolute classic. I gotta get better at Phaedra as well, but... oh well, we'll get there. Man, come on, not like this. A bit slow, but that's okay. it work. I feel like if I focus enough on the early Colossi, I can get a lot more runs going. The last guy's was pretty good. And even the quads. Just stepping forward where I would usually grab and then turning around. It's been helpful. Yeah, not sure about this one, but I'll just stick with it. Because readjusting would just be more catastrophic, I feel like. I said, and when this happens, it's okay. Man, I still tend to get the plant far too often. It's horrible. Yeah, no, honestly, this is absolute garbage. Not feeling it. We've reached 1400 resets, which is a lot, considering it's any percent. I think in Boss Rush I had over 3000 or something when I got the record, but there the resets are a lot faster. So I think time-wise I probably spent more time on any percent at this point. Or at least it's close. Besides the fact that it's a shit ton of resets anyway. It probably doesn't even account for all of the resets I have done in general, because I've had to redo splits a couple times and things like that. The grab is just a bit too low, but I think we can make it work. I'll just do a full stab and a quick one. Yeah, okay. Kinda saved that one, even though it's still kinda slow. Could have been much slower though, because that last jump stab is pretty much instant at that angle. Okay, this might still be a plant. The readjustment might have saved it a little bit, actually. How? Okay. You know what? This is ridiculous. Because I thought I saved it, but oh well. Could have been much more of a catastrophe, I guess. Nah. Nah. Yeah, but somehow I'm not nailing it. The first run that I got past Gaius even, I did it correctly. I even trying like the other way around and stuff, but yeah, I don't know. I just can't find the correct vibe, I guess. Maybe I gotta try farther forward and then turn around. But it just tends to get the plant so often. It's weird. But it's on me because I can't figure it out, and practicing it is awful. Like, practicing it and trying it during the runs is probably more efficient than actually, like, trying to do it otherwise. Which is stupid, but, you know. Can't imagine, like, reloading the second Colossus over and over again just to figure this out. Save states would be so nice, man. Save states would be so cool. Like, Avion jump stab I would have learned ages ago if save states were a thing. I mean, I have no idea how, like, the debug mode works or whatever. But you know what I mean. Maybe once the PS4 MU is at a high enough level, that could be a practice tool. I mean, terrible start, but if I get the good Gaius, it doesn't even matter, honestly. That was a neat jump. I gotta take a look at how Madarashi does his like quads properly, because his were always like on point. And it's so weird because I had them on point, but now I just lost the touch and I have no idea why. Slowly but steadily just messing it up more often. Well, it doesn't matter. Let's see if I can do this. This would be important. Okay, missed one of the arrows, which is horrible, but I got 3, so maybe that's sufficient. Hopefully it's sufficient. Be very good if it's sufficient. Okay, so far so good. So far so good. Yeah, I don't think I got enough arrow damage. Man! Otherwise this guy's was very good. Fuck you. Stupid guys. I mean, that was as quick as a recovery as I could have gotten, pretty much, so... Should still be in the plus, right? Just not quite the minus 15 I was hoping for. Nah. Let's keep going. It's still past, guys, I'll count that. Considering I had plus 5 at quad, this is alright. Not great, but with a good barber, who cares? Just gotta be a bit more clean on the rest here. Come on, stupid rocks, boost harder. Okay, no, this was terrible. Oh well. So if the lineup is fine, all of this is still fine, you know. This time the lineup was fine, so the setup was a lot easier. Not a perfect launch, but I won't complain. This is more than fine. But that failed rock boost at the start might still cost me a bit of time. Not quite sure, honestly. Maybe not as much though. Nah, that's fine. I expected it to be worse. Well, there's still plenty potential in this one. Yeah, I would prefer it to be more green, but if I nail the avion and get a perfect barba, I could still get a minus 20 out of this or something like that. Minus 25 maybe even. But, you know, the barba is not a guarantee. But I'd rather play a run on and try to fix it in the late game. I know I've been talking about like cutting out a lot more Gaiuses when they're not perfect, but honestly this Gaius was fine, it was just that the quad was slow. So, mental gymnastics here and there, but if I gain 5 seconds randomly somewhere else, which is totally doable, would I even be unhappy with this run? I don't think so, so let's see. In the end, as long as the best possible time is still within world record territory, or even just PB territory, I should be okay, right? That's honestly the other flaw I have. Like, I could just go for a PB and, like, you know, be happy with that. It's my own stubbornness that I don't even consider green splits a positive because I'm aiming for world record, right? But I've always been like that. I've always, like, I've reset way too many runs that were probably PB pace still just because I wasn't world record, and then once I actually got the Reiki, I just cut my own time by a minute or something. That's just typical me. Should probably be a bit more chill. And in the end, if I just get ±0 to phalanx, I still got a chance if the rest goes perfectly, right? Just giving myself more attempt. This is probably a net positive in any case. So that one run, remember that I had at -20 past Phaedra and I failed this? Legitimately how? And why did I fail at that time? It's so easy. Also what I wanted to try for a while is like not doing a jump stab at this last one, but just do a regular stab and see if Wonder holds on better. Okay, not at all. Definitely going back to jump stabbing. What the fuck was that? That was worse. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that was a good plane. But for somehow I had the idea of just not jump stabbing. That was a mistake. Boy, he just fell off immediately. This is actually relevant time loss. This is stupid. But that's just how Avion goes. You might get a perfect one and then still lose time. Oh, come on. Channel that Barba. Yeah, I had that happen too, but at this point I'm like, okay, surely that's completely random, right? I have no idea. Yeah, okay. I had to find it out, okay, and this run isn't so good that, you know, I'll be worried about losing more time. Even though bleeding a second here, a second there is just unfortunate. But who knows, maybe I'll just get the perfect Barba. The best Barba ever. This will be such a good Barba, man. Yeah. I don't know, because sometimes I remember that on some Colossi, when you stab with your hand, he keeps holding on. Like on Gaius, for example, he always keeps holding on, but that gotta be like some kind of different interaction. But hey, for science I had to try it out. Come on, go faster, man. Yeah, but that's like also a thing. Like if you slash and don't have any contact to a Colossus, you just get teleported to a predetermined position. It's like that one Upsole like run we had to decline because like of the way it was recorded. The world record. Remember that he slashed? Or like in a weird way stabbed Celosia and Celosia's position reset. Because he wasn't actually on Celosia at the moment of death, which was very strange, but normal interaction, right? Well, anyway, this gotta be nuts now. Come on, man. I got my glasses on. I have no excuse. 5-frame window and all, but I should be able to see the dot clearly. Man. Man. Fuck off! Seriously, fuck off. This is bullshit. This is utter bullshit. You fucking idiot. Why? I should have stabbed far further up, but I was just scared. The positioning was off. Wow. The more I try to save this, the worse it gets. This is almost resettable now. Yeah, fucking hell. No, not like this. Yeah, it probably is. You're right about that with Pelagia. Well, the run was kinda garbage anyway, and that Barba pretty much killed it. Even though, yeah. I should have just stabbed further up. I think it was still fine. I don't know why I repositioned. I think I've had a chance to actually make it a good one. I mean, to be fair, it's only a Barba moment because I tried really hard to make it good, and by that I made it bad. But hey, I got past Gaius twice today, so I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the confidence. You know, I am happy that run died on Barba. Because it was really like, either I get minus 20 seconds on Barba or the run is kinda trash. One of those runs that just slowly dies by trickling time in the mid-game. Because my mid-game was pretty decent. So basically, if I don't get the plant on Bastaran and the jump stab, I already lose all the time and I'm in the red kinda deal. But yeah, once I get bored by this, I think today I'll be trying the Ballas ILs on PS3 with the glitch. I kinda want to get a decent one, because there isn't a decent one there yet. Besides the obvious one, but you know what I mean. Oh, come on, my dude. You could have just made that one count. Just got to remember how the JJX and B stuff works or whatever. But yeah, my aim would be something that is so clearly second place as possible. I don't think I can quite do a first place, but nah, probably not. But I want to really try this time. Because surely it shouldn't be too hard to get second place with the X and B glitch. Okay, come on, this should be good. Surely this is not a plant. This looks anything but a plant to me. That's alright. I'll take this. I'll take this. If I'm in the green past quad, at least that makes the guy stand for itself. So that's pretty good. Hey Aiden, yep. So I definitely think like going to a spot where I would usually grab and then like kind of looking up but not quite up but up left. Like that has been working for me. It's just that sometimes I grab in a way where it still plants. It's just awkward, but oh well. I mean, I had two guys go well. How about a third one in a row? I mean, the second one, the only thing that went wrong was the arrow. But yeah, come on. Hopefully this will work out. It just feels like with the time constriction that I have, I always undershoot one of the arrows, which means I always need to force one to hit. The alternative would be is if I only hit 2 to do another 2 right after, but then I have to do the strat with the way I you know, you launch yourself forward because you don't have the time to go all the way up the sword, which is also viable, but I felt like that produced less consistent results for me in the past. But maybe I should start doing that, because hitting those arrows is kinda important. And I should still be able to, like, get up the sword in other ways. Even grab up top, though grabbing up top, now that I've been so used to the setup we have right now, usually ended up producing worse results, which is kinda stupid, because it's very much objectively easier to do, but I just don't have the same setup, so it confuses me with the cycle steps. See, this is where I undershot one of those. Okay. Now I kind of had to in any case. Let's try what I've been talking about earlier. Yeah, of course I get it easily. This might still not be enough arrows, because I only hit 3. And 1 is likely to be undershot. But there's some alternative way I can go about it. And of course the grab was off. Fucking hell. This is like just insult to injury at that point. Let's see if that's at least enough stabs here. It would have been. This is sick. I did the thing. I mean, it was enough arrow, yes, and I kind of saved that one in the most ridiculous way. So all in all, this is still a decent guy, even though everything went wrong. Well, not everything. I actually hit the arrow, then I saved it through the semi-launch. But then I had to go for a backup because it didn't get me all the way up, but my backup was pretty sick because I hit the slash. I mean, I'll take it. In the end, it's still only -10, and I'm not happy with this, but also it looked kinda sick, so who cares, right? It's a lucky run because it had style points. This slash on guys' head is so satisfying. I still haven't pulled it off in an IL. But I think at this point I have the skill to get an IL similar to JK or Hammer. But I don't feel like grinding it out. Well, in any case, maybe I can actually save those minus 10 seconds through Phaedra and then actually get a good Barba for a change. Okay, come on. Use the rocks. Not like this, man! How dare you? Oh my god. This is such a stupid time loss. But this is the problem with those rocks, man. Oh my god, this is terrible. Might have lost almost all the time save I have gotten through that stupid Gaius. Oh my god. Oh well. Okay. Yeah, okay. That went wrong in all the ways. That's fine. But, in technicalities, I got past all the Gaiuses today. 3 out of 3. Shows consistency. And honestly, that one time I tried to do the extra arrow, it actually worked out. Because I don't actually have to get to jump all the way up the arm, but just towards that other part. So I think I will keep doing that if I miss an arrow. I'm not sure if it will improve consistency, but it might. Because getting those arrows is just very important. I've already like improved a lot in getting the arrows in general, but that gives more leeway. Technically more leeway with like compared to like the IO guys, but the IO guys is still easier because it's easier to set up the arrows correctly. In my opinion. In the end it's all just practice. That's a bad grab, man. Yeah, that's what I think I will do. I will go for 4 arrow shots, and if I ever only get 2 on the first one, I will do a 4th one. Technically a 5th one, I guess. Because you have enough leeway for that, but then you just gotta do that approach, like the old hammer launch without actually doing the launch or whatever. I mean, you can still go for a full launch, if need be. It's not that bad of a launch, it's just technically even easier when you don't actually go for it, but just try to grab the arm. Another bad grab. And here I thought I fixed that. All of a sudden it starts going wrong again. But why? Maybe just coincidence? I don't know. But it always goes like that, doesn't it? Whenever the guys work out well, it's the Phaedrus and Quads and Valuses that are weird. It's a hard game, man. Just a hard game. Well, now this is starting. Come on, man. That's also a classic, isn't it? In the end, it's just a matter of, well, what exactly went wrong with Avion and how can I fix it kind of deal. But, yeah. Easier said than done, as always. There we go. Yeah! That's more like it. I mean, Max, unironically, that's what I've been doing, man. The game is fucking tough, but that's the only fucking part of the game where I have time save until, like, Phalanx, so that's, like, the easiest way to optimize, isn't it? Like if I'm not at least 20 seconds ahead by guys, I'm already losing time. But I technically shouldn't be. I mean, obviously, it's in the end, it's just about, well, get good, but, you know how it is. I will do some more of that. Then some PS3 Valis. And then, I don't know. I don't even know, man. Oh my god, whenever he gets onto this part of the rock, it's so goddamn slow. Okay, I think this is a positioning I've been having better success with. I said, and then this happens. And then literally this happens. You can't make this shit up, can you? That was weird. No, I've seen such bullshit before. And that's with a -3 balance at the start. It's a game just making fun of me. Honestly. But this is what Shadow is about, right? You can't get out of the early game for months, and then you get that one run past the early game on good pace, and all of a sudden you record because the rest isn't as bad in comparison. Honestly speaking. All the late game Colossi are overrated in difficulty. Because they're fairly straightforward. I mean, if you do a mistake, you do a mistake, but the early game ones can just cost you so much time. I mean, same, honestly. The quad launch is just stupid. Well, Max, unfortunately I am at the point where every second fucking matters. If I get ±0 to Phalanx, unless I get the most picture-perfect gold splits, I'm already out of contention for world record. So ideally I build a cushion between -20 to -40 seconds on the first 7, let's say, and I've never gotten -40, but it is possible. I've done the math. If I get simply a good guy as a good barber and the rest is average, I would be at a -40. It's just so hard to get a good guy as a good barber in the same freaking run, man. Both of those are utter bullshit and there's so much variance. And then the freaking mental torture of resetting whenever, like, Wonder stumbles a bit. But I mean, if you're gonna reset like crazy, it's gonna be for the first 6. And I started grabbing here again, which I'm not sure I'm happy about, but it might work out. Oh my, fuck you! Come on, that was in. Ugh. Well, it's fine. Must have been right on the edge there. Call the freaking referee. All in all, still a quick recovery though. Just fucking jump stab there. Yeah, man. I swear it was over the line. I've seen more bullshit stabs actually hit. I mean, Aiden, it's like one of those things where if it's the only option to actually get world record, And otherwise the run won't be fast enough, and you know that for sure. Technically it makes sense going for it, right? At the off chance. But at the same time, like... any recent like attempts at Malice IL, I've gotten it like maybe 1 in 20, 1 in 30 times or something. And that's probably a generous estimate. And then you still gotta do a second part, which once you actually hit that first part, you're usually like, oh my god, I actually fucking hit it, and then you're too slow to react mentally and you fucking fuck it up. That's the way it usually goes. But hey, I'm glad everyone turned up. Like, I feel like Saturdays just got a good time for me to stream. As of recently. Like, it's the only real day where I have enough free time most of the time. To actually take the time to do it. Might make it a more regular thing. Who knows? Yeah, sideways is good. And then he plans, like a fucking idiot. I mean, I've had worse quads before, so why am I even complaining? Ah, sure, that was on me. +2, +3, right? I don't know. Ew, +4. +4 is nasty. +4, it's like... my body wants to reset this, but my mind says no, it's fine. Just fucking get that good ass fucking guy is and you're good. Oh my god. This is so demotivating. It would have been like a +2 if I just didn't grab like an idiot on that first stab. Oh well. I mean, times you just hit the sickest guys ever. And maybe I could get to a -18 even. Which would still be good. I think gold guys gets me to -18. And -18 would be good. At the back of your mind it's always, but that -18 could have been a -22, but at the same time, you know, gotta take good chances. But I mean, all the guys have been good today. Even the one that kinda failed, but the backup was kinda sick. Even that one was okay. Wow, okay. Let's try this. Man, this is bullshit. Yeah, okay. This is what can go wrong with it. I thought that was the safest bet ever, that I can grab the arm there. But I didn't even realize that it wasn't. Man. Well, it's fine. This is fine. Fortunately, most of the time will be spent me resetting on the first 3, 4, 5, 6. But that's okay. Might actually be a second faster somehow. Did aggro go towards me at the start? Or did they just kinda do it very cleanly just now? This felt like it was a second faster than usual. No time to ruin it with a bad grab. Ah, that grab is fine. Okay, it wasn't even close, I'll have to admit. I'll have to admit this wasn't even close. Yeah, okay. Might have had to hold on just a little longer there. Somehow. Moved forward a bit. Aggro repositioned again. Blessed aggro RNG. But it is always like that with these any percent grinds. There's only so much Valus to Gaius a brain can take within a couple hours. Like in theory, for this to actually move forward properly, my early game would either have to be a lot more consistent, so I actually get runs past Avion on the regular, which I currently don't, unfortunately. Or I would just have to take a freaking 8-hour block and commit to it, which I just fucking can't at the moment. Like, the 2 to 3 hour streams is very sad, unfortunately. I mean, it's not like I could never do long streams, it's... wow. Okay. Sure. Okay, I did it perfectly this time. That was even a surprise for me. Because that was very clean, like I even got all the way up during the cutscene. That's crazy. But that makes the jump stab a lot easier because you're positioned better. Minus 4.5, that was like probably a couple tenths, if even, away from like gold. Gotta lock a fuck in, man. Well, the sad part is always, whenever it's like a Valis like that, you feel like, okay, now I gotta fucking deliver. Most of the time the quad is just trash and it evens out to 0, right? But imagine, minus 4.5, like, let's say I get to minus 5 past quad. I know for a fact I can get minus 22 on Gaius. So that would be like minus 27. Phaedra I can't really save time on. Avion maybe a second. And then the Barber is the big one. Like if we're talking about minus 27, we're talking to like about like minus 50 seconds past Hydrus. Which is insane. Minus 50 past Hydrus is nuts. Because at that point you got such a cushion, you just gotta freaking finish the Colossi without messing up like an idiot. And then get maybe one good green split on like one of the last 4 and it's basically good to go, right? That's like 54-minute pace. Okay, I'm not sure about this one, but let's hope. I think this is good. Oh my god, why are you planting? Why are you like this, man? Why is he like this? But yeah, that was what I'm talking about. Get the perfect Valis, fuck it up on quad, classic. I mean, we're still in the green, I think. Maybe. Maybe not even, honestly. Yep, not even. Well, I mean, the Valis allowed me to get a trashy quad and still be fine, so, I mean, it's something, right? It's always that last stab where he gets a plant, even though it's nowhere near plant worthy from the looks of it. It's so stupid. Oh my god. Well, we had a good track record on Gaius. Only one failed so far, so maybe this is a run that gets further. Wow, I say while I fail to jump onto freaking aggro. What am I even doing, man? That felt like a good jump. Yo, okay. Okay. Sure, man. That was weird, because I didn't get stunned, but I still got the thing. Oh, come on, not like this. Okay, I'm tilting. I'm fucking tilting. Let's stop tilting. Let me do PS3 Valis for undisclosed reasons that will be more apparent at a later point. There's cool stuff going on, and that cool stuff includes a thing where maybe me doing some Valis attempts could be beneficial for a reason that will be apparent later. So let's do that, shall we? Alrighty. Fucking hell. So let's rename this to Valis. This is probably loud as fuck. Valis. Let's call it sub 20. Let's do that. Let's do that. Like surely sub 20 should be in the thing. You'd think it would be a lot easier, but maneuvering Valis from that point is kinda hard. Where is the thing? Here it is. Let's remember how any of this works, honestly. Right now I'd watch Unidonis run, but it's illegal to watch Unidonis run. The site requires you to get an account, which I don't wanna. But I got my ways to still watch that run, of course. I kinda wanna see what he exactly does, but I don't think I should stream it. Just give me a second. The hell is the thing I was talking about? But I even... Is that YouTube Studio where I have to go? Huh. It seems my account on YouTube recently turned 7 years old. Now, surely it's older than that. Surely it's older than that. I made it in like 2013 or something. Oh well. Maybe since I started uploading videos or something. Well, Where is it? There's a thing. I mean, where the fuck is it? Or did I do it in a different way? I don't even remember. I don't remember, honestly. Well, I mean, I technically know what to do, so let me just do it. Right. There's so many areas on like the OG that could be improved a lot by new discoveries and stuff. I am kinda tempted to try some of those. Honestly, Phaedra is a big one. Before I do any of the valleys, let me try this for a moment. Because on Phaedra, the strat that we use nowadays, surely it also works on like the OG, right? That would be such an easy world record. Well, it requires to get the launch, obviously, which is the hard part. But I kind of want to try this a couple times. There we go. That's not what I wanted to do. Ah, yeah, that's too bad. But I got the launch, which is cool. Kind of grabbing onto the back of the foot directly is probably better in the OG. I think JK mentioned that. Man, switching to arm kind of stops him from like actually jumping. So that might not be the way to go. Okay. That still triggers that. Does this even work the same way? Surely it's still possible. Like in concept. Okay, I mean, this is already too slow. I mean, technically also using XMB glitch on this would greatly... I mean, on this Colossus probably it wouldn't improve anything. Anyway, I'll try this later. Let me see about the Valis. Because the Valis is the important one and the fun one, right? For all of those who don't know, there's a 14-second Valis, which we recently found out how it works. basically want Valis to come a bit closer. Maybe like... Yep, yeah, that's it. This is what Uniondone has been hiding, but it's so hard to do anything from this section. It's just hard. That goes wrong, you have to do it again, but at least it's a lot faster to try and do this. Come on. Okay, it didn't work. Oh, I did. Yeah, man. But you basically have to do all of these from like the other side. Okay, this was bad anyway, I didn't wait enough. I mean, I just spam it. The spamming works as well. But I can try. I can start when it fully fades to black. Early. What if I just go from the side like you usually would? That felt easier. Might be a bit slower, but honestly, might be worth the fact it's less of a hassle. Go. Why is he not reacting at all? Earlier, I'll try after 2 steps, and you tell me if it's closer. Nope, not quite. This looks almost better, I think. Man, why is he not like reacting to this? This is horrible. Do I have to actually grab on and stab? I might have to, right? The slash doesn't really seem to work. I don't know. I mean, I literally tried to find the video because I might or might not have made a copy knowing he might or might not take it down, who knows. Probably didn't, but I couldn't find it, you know, so I probably didn't, you know. But I'll try to grab this time. You might be able to look it up on the original if you have an account or whatever, I have no idea. I definitely won't be making a Nico account or whatever. But yeah, I'll try to grab like the actual foot. Because the slash doesn't seem to work. Maybe that's why he grabs the inside of the foot. Let me try with the inside as well. Okay, this was like... You have to basically relearn the whole fucking thing here. This is horrible. Okay, wait a second. I might have to try again and actually look it up. I didn't want to do this, but I have to get out of the freaking view first, because the freaking things always load on the middle monitor where I have everything else. So it's annoying. But let's see. Surely I have it somewhere here. Surely I have it somewhere here. No? Maybe I actually don't have it. I mean, of course I don't have it. Why would I? Is that it? No, that's not it. That's something else completely. Is it here? Probably not. But I mean, yeah, but I mean, I can't watch. Okay. Does it actually load now? Why didn't it load the other time? Whenever I opened it on my mobile phone, it didn't work, but that's probably because it asks for the app. He still slashes. He still whistles. Maybe it's the whistle, actually. I think it's the whistle. Yeah, I mean, obviously this is optimized as fuck. This is like fantastic play. You gotta give it to him. This is fantastic play. Oh man. What a dude. Okay. Jump, whistle, roll. Okay. And then do the standing thing. Okay. Okay, thank you. That helps. Anyway, let's try. Yeah, I remember seeing that. He had like a 16 as well and all that. It also seems like his Valis is actually closer, doesn't it? Really? That's crazy. Okay, with a whistle it works, but that's completely different. Okay, that's the farthest I've gotten, unfortunately. That's unfortunately the farthest I've gotten. But I mean, it's better. Whistling definitely helps. Just gotta make that one work. Yeah, it's just so unusual to do it from this angle. But I think I'm getting somewhere with this. It's definitely better on the last few attempts. XMB is actually so much more chill to do than the other glitches we found. You can actually just fucking do it, it's amazing. But he gets it so much more smoothly. I mean, if you have done it for a while, surely you get smooth at it. Yeah, there's so much potential with this. I will try to some other Colossi later. Even though there's only a few there. I mean, it helps with many just because you can move earlier. I wonder if it actually works with the Barba glitch, you know? Gotta try that. Like in theory? Why wouldn't it work with the Barba glitch, right? You can just start moving. You skip the cutscene as necessary. You've just been failing it though. Oh, come on. There we go. He's stepping back every time. It's horrible. Like it's kind of hard to grab. I might have to jump forward more even. think I'm hitting it too late. There we go. Wow, this time it ignored me. Okay. If I wasn't so trash at performing it, that would make it a lot easier. Man, come on, just do your thing. Hey Yusu, I mean, I've stopped doing the actual runs, now I'm just doing the Valis ILs on PS3 with the fancy thing. Thank you for stopping by, I appreciate that. Fortunate. I mean, it is what it is. More fun than failing the first 4 Colossi over and over again in a way. Even though I've had like good guys as today, I mean, just gotta lock a fuck in at some point. What have you been up to today? I actually wanted to play that Europa Universalis game with some friends, but they fucking cancelled on me. And I will do that probably tomorrow instead. Okay, come on. Come on, bro. Finished work. It's rather early, considering what it usually is like. Well, hope work went fine. Come on, bro. Not like this. I'm always a bit too late, I think. Ah, the usual. They're probably exhausted. I mean, kitchen is always hell, isn't it? But my last work week was fucking horrible. I don't want to do that kind of work week again. I hated every bit of it. I still have to freaking prep a few things. I have to like redo my freaking CV and all that shit. Because I soon have to apply for that other position. Okay, come on, what the fuck am I doing wrong? I'm doing the exact same thing that has been working. What if I just spam fraud all of it? Does that guarantee it better? Apparently. My dude, I hate your guts. This one is so awkward to deal with in this positioning. Maybe I'll go for the outside just to get a run going, because at that point I will at least know how to do a skip. But obviously the insides are faster. Walk towards me, my dude. There we go. I'll try the outsides. Slower, but should give me an easier time, I said. Easier time, I said. Okay, it's all bullshit, no, all the way down. There's no... Man, Unidoni did it so smooth. You gotta give it to him, he's fucking good at this game. Okay, it's also the first time I've actually gotten what he has gotten. And I have no idea where to move. Fuck. This could have been good. I have to relearn this, but there's no way to actually see where you're going. This is just a trial and error thing. But I've gotten closer. Come on, man. Thanks. Okay, man. Sure. He gets it so smoothly in his fucking run. It's ridiculous. That wasn't too bad. Man. I was even trying to adjust it to where I usually run. It's so hard. But eventually I'll get it. I just gotta get it once, that's a good part about it. Okay, just spamming is more consistent for me personally. Okay. Slowly but surely getting better at it. There we go. This was a first, like, properly clean one. Okay. Fuck off. This would have been an easy sub 20 if not for the fact that Wonder is an idiot. On PS3, Wonder is absolutely impossible to deal with. He's just fucking useless. But getting somewhere. Slowly understanding what to do. Yeah, that's the awkward part about it. Even if you get up on Valis with that strat, he will just shake. Yeah. He's full of butter. Butterfingers, Mr. Butter himself. Oiled up and ready to fucking die. What a dude. Oh, come on. It's like whenever I get a clean, like, slash, he somehow manages to still fuck it up. Maybe I have to wait just a little bit and then jump. There's also variation in the, like, freaking thing here. Which I hate. Man. Okay, man. There we go. That was clean. Waiting a little bit helped. The problem is, on freaking Classic, then I jump and then grab, but he doesn't jump, he ends up rolling. Which is freaking annoying. But I think I'm getting there. I'm slowly getting there. I'm getting better at making it happen, and I also am better at understanding what I'm supposed to do. Like, I'm getting the first part right. Wait just a little longer. Just half a second wait and I'm good. Okay, that ain't too bad. He's just a stumbling idiot. Not quite. And when he didn't even stay up to get the fucking jump stab. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. But I mean, I'm getting closer. If I ever actually grab the nose, I'm almost there. If I ever actually grab the nose, I'm basically there. The unfortunate thing is, since you're starting from the middle, grabbing the nose just seems harder in practice. Yeah, man, okay. Was meinst du damit? Es zeigt bei mir eigentlich an. Also zumindest auf meinem Ding. Ist da eigentlich? Abwesend. Bei mir steht lila da. Aber gib mir vielleicht eine halbe Stunde oder so. Ich versuche gerade einen richtig mysteriösen Run zu rekreieren. Die Geschichte von dem Ding ist auch komplett crazy. Muss die mal erzählen, wie es überhaupt zu dem Bullshit gekommen ist. Weil wie du siehst, rennt er direkt auf mich zu. Das macht er normalerweise nicht. Man. The nose from this position is just fucking stupid. Try grabbing it. Possible, man. Okay, something like that. Run 1, 2 and then jump back. And I think the two-step cutscene skip is also correct. It feels good. was a cool game, for sure. Yeah, this won't work. The whole problem here is, even with this like crazy strategy, just getting like a decent run on PS3 is so hard. I still have no real idea how to. I even would attempt to go for the nose there. But I gotta try something different, that's for sure. Okay, there's no jump time in here. Wait a little longer. Just a little bit. There were probably multiple times where this happened. There's like this, I mean, he used to be a Hearthstone streamer, now he streams just like whatever, life coach. He has like the funniest way of talking like that, because his English is constantly interrupted by German words. That guy is like something else, I love him. It's always like, oh yeah. You know what would be very helpful if you could like just like map this out on emulator on what the inputs would even be for a nose grab. Because I'm trying roughly. This was close, probably. I'm trying 1.5 and then jump back. 1.5 seconds of running and then jump back. I'm not even sure if I'm lined up correctly. Figuring this out is a nightmare. At least I'm hitting that whole start a bit more often. By just spamming it, man. I think it's easier personally. Than timing it. This time he was further back. When he's further back, it doesn't quite work the same way. This was good. 1, 2. Maybe 1.5. Yeah, so with a glitch, basically by pressing the PS3 menu in this position here, if I do it in the right frame, Valis forgets that he has to walk forward and instead walks directly towards us. It's actually like a very interesting story on how we found that out and how all of that happened. Stay tuned. There's soon going to be content on that. With a whole timeline and explanation, because it's a wild story of speedrunning. But yeah, basically if I just figure out how to grab the nose, I will probably get a 16-second Valis immediately, because the rest should be a lot easier in theory, as long as he actually stabs the things. If I don't hit the frame, I have to reset every time, which is annoying. I'll get this eventually. One and a half. Surely that was close. Surely that was close. I wonder if I can manipulate the camera during that time to actually see where I'm going. It would be so helpful. Just to get a better idea on how to set this up. Getting better at this at least. Oh man. This is so goddamn unfortunate. But I'm getting closer. I feel like I'm getting closer. Just gotta switch up the angle at that I'm jumping actually. And then if I just grab the face, surely it's easier, right? There we go. 1.5. Close! Surely that was close. Oh man. What if I just try 1 second? There we go. 1. This felt better, because I could actually see where I was going. Yeah. Slowly figuring it out. Now I just gotta figure out where to grab the nose, and then it's just probably a couple attempts to at least get the sub 20, not talking about record, that would probably take a longer while. Even though it's probably improvable. One. Okay. And this happens. Classic. Classic PS3. I got a 23 with it. Imagine what would have happened if I got through with the freaking jump stab. I gotta get my freaking phone. What am I aiming for? Sub 20, right? I mean, considering how bad this was, 23 is actually kind of funny. I mean, I know that the only other guy who ever did like a freaking submitted attempt of any of this was Bobby Kaze. I wonder like how that compares, because I'm definitely not gonna submit this, but getting slowly somewhere, right? Let me take a look. Oh, there's some runs I should probably verify. That's my bad. Well, we got a 22:45. Even sub 21 would get me ahead of Stormblade. That is wild, but honestly, that's just what it is, isn't it? Slowly but surely. That was already the nose, at least. Man. Yeah, man. This is PS3. This is PS3. I get now why they're doing the jump stab in between. Oh, I forgot a thing. Because if you don't do the jump stab in between, you probably can't even... The only other thing you could do is cycle stab into a plant, honestly. Which might even be faster, honestly. I mean, do a stab, cycle stab into a plant, and then do a quick jump stab. Surely that's fast. I think there's something about an instant jump stab that is also very fast. Yeah, I'm not sure. far forward there. Yeah, that was slow as fuck. I would have just like freaking grabbed the freaking nose once. I mean, I technically did. It was just a little bit slow on the reaction timing. Okay, you know what? I'm getting fucking tired of this. I'll continue this at a later point. This is interesting, but